Level 1. The child who could. You are 6 when you learn that the world is soft. The village sits in a valley east of the First Lands where the rice terraces step down to a river the color of jade. Your mother carries you to the festival of the turning season. Lanterns float on the water. Someone has set a stone lantern on the shrine wall. A heavy thing, 2 of you, carved from gray river rock. You reach for it, not with your hand. The lantern lifts. It hangs above the water for a breath, then 2, then it turns slowly in the air like a leaf in a slow wind. The music stops. Your mother's face goes white. She grabs your wrist and pulls you down, and the lantern drops and cracks on the stones, and the water goes dark. No one speaks of it. That night, your father boards the shutters, and your mother sleeps with her back to the wall. In the days after, the festival grounds stay empty. The other children are called inside before the lanterns are lit. The old women of the valley cross the river path without looking at your door. You do not understand what you did. You only know the river rock was light, and the air around your small hands was warm, and something inside you had opened like a door no one had shown you. You try it again, alone, behind the storage shed. A fallen persimmon rolls toward your foot, and you think at it the way you thought at the lantern, and it stops, and it turns, and it rolls back the other way as if the ground had tilted just for you. You laugh. The sound is bright and wrong in the quiet yard, and you clap both hands over your mouth, and the persimmon drops. You decide it is a secret. You are 6. You think secrets are toys. This is level 1. You are a door, and you do not yet know what is behind it. Level 2. The order. You are 9 when the order comes for you. They do not ride. They walk the valley road at dusk in robes the color of still water, 3 of them, faces hidden behind masks of pale jade. The villagers bow. Your mother weeps but does not stop them. The tallest of the 3 kneels in front of you and places both hands on either side of your head, not touching, never touching, and he says, "We will help you be small." You are taken to the threshold temple on the ridge above the village, a place of paper walls and cold stone floors where the senior mages of the order keep what the world cannot hold. They sit you in a circle of 9 stones. They chant in a language older than Ionia. Something in your chest loosens. The warm door begins to close, and for the first time in years you feel ordinary. Light, empty, safe. They call it the ceiling. They tell you it was a mercy. The ritual takes the whole of a night. You sit in the circle of 9 stones, and the 3 mages walk widdershins around you, their jade masks catching the light of a single lamp. The chant is low and without melody, a sound like stones settling in deep water. With each pass, the warm door in your chest draws 1 finger width closed. You feel yourself growing lighter, simpler, as if someone were gently emptying a room you had not known was full. By the time the eastern sky goes gray, you are sleepy and small and ordinary, and the lantern light no longer bends near your hands. The tallest mage lifts you down from the circle. He does not meet your eyes. He says, "You will not remember the warm thing." He says, "That is the kindest part." You are 9. You believe them. Level 3. The quiet years. You are returned to the village, but you are not the same child. The door is closed. The warm thing is gone. You grow up small and careful, the kind of girl who lowers her eyes and folds her hands and never reaches for anything she cannot see. The village teaches you littleness. Do not raise your voice. Do not run. Do not want too much. The elders smile when you are quiet. The boys your age climb the terrace walls, and you watch them from below, your hands in your sleeves. Sometimes in the deep of night, you wake with your palms tingling and a gray stone beside your bed that was not there when you slept. You tell no one. By morning, the stone is always gone. You begin to wonder if you dream it. The village fills the quiet with small rituals. You learn the tea ceremony. the proper angle of a bow, the way to carry water without spilling a drop. The old washerwoman, whose foot you will one day save without meaning to, teaches you to fold cloth so the crease falls true. You are good at folding. Folding asks for nothing you do not have. You are 14, then 16, then older, and the valley stays the same. Lanterns on the river, rice in the terraces, the threshold temple glowing faint on the ridge. You learn to be grateful for the quiet. You learn to call the empty place inside you peace. But peace is a word the village gave you, and somewhere under it a smaller word is waiting, the one the door used to speak before the mages taught it to be silent. This is level 3. You are a girl who was taught that the safest thing she could be was nothing. Level 4. The first crack. You are 19 when the door opens 1 finger width. It happens at the weaving pool, where the village washes cloth. A heavy stone basin slips from the hands of the old washerwoman and falls toward her foot. You do not think. Your hand flicks, the way you once reached for the lantern, and the basin stops in the air an inch above her sandal and sets itself down as gently as a sleeping cat. The washerwoman stares. You stare. Neither of you speaks. The warm thing is back in your chest, faint as a coal under ash, and this time you recognize it. That night, you climb the ridge to the threshold temple. The circle of 9 stones is still there, worn smooth by years of chanting. You stand in the center, you press your palms together, and you feel the door. Not open, not yet, but no longer locked. Something on the other side is pressing back. You take your hands apart, and you think at the nearest stone the way you thought at the persimmon years ago behind the storage shed. The stone rises, it turns, it sets itself down with a soft click, precisely where it began. Your breath comes fast. The door is warm again, fully warm, and the night around you seems to lean in, the bamboo bending without wind, the lamplight stretching toward your palm. You are 19. You have spent 10 years learning to be small. The door does not care. Level 5. The truth. You are 23 when you find the chamber beneath the temple. The order sealed your power, but they also kept a record, a wall of scrolls describing exactly what you are and exactly why they feared you. You read by the light of a single spirit stone. The words are careful. They say, the child's gift is not a gift. It is a gravity. Left whole, she would pull the shape of Ionia toward herself and remake it without meaning to, the way a stone dropped in a pond remakes the water. They did not seal you to protect you. They sealed you to protect everything else from you. You read this, and something in your chest goes very still, and then it goes very loud. The gray stones of the chamber rise from the floor and hang in the air, and the scrolls crumble to ash without catching fire. The door is open now. You can feel all of it. The valley, the river, the terraces, the whole soft world, waiting under your hands like a held breath. The scroll names the thing you carry. It calls it a gravity, a pull without a center, a hunger that mistakes the world for something it can hold. It says the order has sealed 9 such doors in the history of Ionia, and that yours was the largest and the most loved and the most feared. It says the senior mage who sealed you wept when he did it. It says he was right too. You read the last line twice, then you read it a 3rd time, and the chamber answers you. The stones spin, the ash lifts and swirls, and you understand that the power was never asleep. It was only waiting for you to be angry enough to wake it. This is level 5. You learn that you were never a child who was saved. You were a danger that was stored. Level 6, the unmaking. You are 23 still when the temple comes down. The senior mage, the one who sealed you, old now, slower, steps from the paper door with his jade mask raised. He says your name the way you say a prayer. He says, we can seal it again. He says, you do not want this. You lift your hand. The 9 stones of the circle rise and orbit you like moons. The mage's mask cracks down the middle. Behind him the temple folds, paper walls bending inward, stone floor lifting and folding, the ridge itself curling as if the mountain had remembered it was once clay. He does not run. He closes his eyes and he says, I am sorry we were afraid. The ridge groans. A standing lantern tips and hangs in the air beside you, caught, and you set it down gently because some small part of you is still the girl who folded cloth true. Then the part that is not her speaks, and the lantern and the wall and the old man's robes lift and turn and come apart like wet paper, and he is gone the way the scrolls were gone, without fire, without a sound. Then the ridge is quiet, and the temple is gone, and you are standing in open air on a floor of broken stone, surrounded by orbs of dark violet light that answer your thoughts before you finish them. You expected to feel free. You feel hungry instead. Level 7. The Floating Sovereign. You leave the valley, and you do not walk. You float. Below you, Ionia unwinds, cherry groves pink with bloom, monasteries built into the bones of mountains, harbors where fishing boats lean into the wind. You are above all of it, a pale figure in a dress the color of a bruise, your hair loose and moving, though there is no wind up here, dark orbs circling your shoulders like tame moons. Villagers point, bells ring in the monasteries. No one comes close. You pass over the Placidium where the waters hold still as glass, and you lay one hand flat, and the still water rises in a slow column and holds your shape for a breath before falling. You pass over a hillside of spirit deer, and they scatter. You lift one fawn and set it gently down a field away, and it does not understand why its feet are on different earth. You are learning the grammar of your gift. Lift, hold, set down, unmake, and you cannot always tell which words are yours. You call yourself the sovereign of the sky. You think you have become the person you were meant to be. You learn what your power wants. It wants to lift, to hold, to unmake and remake. You set a fallen shrine whole again in one valley, and you grind a fortress of the order to dust in the next, and you cannot always say which impulse is yours and which is the door's. You call yourself the sovereign of the sky. You think you are finally the person you were meant to be. This is level 7. You are a queen above a country that never asked for you, and the country is very quiet when you pass. Level 8. The hunger without a center. You are older now, though you do not age the way you once did, and the orbs around you have grown from 9 to 90 to 900, a slow storm of dark light that follows you across the whole of Ionia. Here's the truth no one told you, the one the order died to keep from you. The ceiling was never the cage. You were never a person who had power. You were a power that learned to wear a person the way the valley learned to wear mist. The quiet years were the only time you were ever really you. Small, ordinary, safe, a girl who lowered her eyes. The door opened, and the girl stepped out of the world and never came back. You believe you are free. You are not free. You are a gravity with no center, pulling the shape of Ionia toward yourself because that is the only thing you know how to do. You will unmake the groves and the monasteries and the harbors and the quiet valley where a lantern once hung above the water, and you will do it without malice, without even noticing. The way a stone dropped in a pond remakes the water and does not know it is doing anything at all. The orbs orbit. The country holds its breath. You smile because the door is open, and you cannot remember what was behind you before it was. This is level 8. You were never the prisoner. You were the cell the prisoner escaped from, and now there is no one left inside.